Hi, my name is John Carruthers. I'm here today to show you how to string your Bigsby equipped guitar. I've worked on guitars for the last 45 years and I've worked with most of the major manufacturers. If you'd like to learn in more detail about the procedures used in today's videos, you can get a copy of my book on Elixir Publishing, Teach Yourself Guitar Repair and Maintenance. Bigsby's are kind of old style tremolos that have a unique kind of sound and quality to them, and a lot of players like them, but they're very difficult to string. So we're going to simplify that for you today and show you a technique that makes it much easier. One thing to keep in mind is it's probably easier to change one string at a time because the rest of them will stay more in tune, and then as you put the new string on, you tune it and then move on to the next one. So we're going to take this string off and put a new one on. We'll show you the technique. Step one is to detune the string so that it's not under tension when you clip it. So then we'll just take our side cutters and we'll just trim it off. Okay, now we can take the loose ends and remove them from the guitar and throw them in the trash. Okay, so we need to get the string that we're going to put on. So we'll get one out of the set here. You want to make sure you got the right one. Notice this has a 49 gauge, which is what we want for the low string. So we're going to carefully slip the string out of the pack. You want to be careful when you unwind it so it doesn't snap out and strike you someplace. Now you notice the ball end is straight on here. What we want to do is we want to take a pair of needle nose pliers. We want to pre-bend the end of the string like this so that it has a curvature to it. This will make it much easier to put it on, because the problem with the Bigsby has a rotating shaft, a little pin sticking out, and we have to put the ball end on to put the string on. So you notice now it has a pre-curve on it. Then we're going to go down here to the tailpiece and we're going to actually go underneath and we're going to hook the little ball end onto the pin. Once we get that in place, then we can apply tension to the string, take it down through the tuner. We'll put it through here like this. Then we'll take our finger, we use our index finger to hold the string, and then our second finger to set the distance that we need for the slack. Now we're going to take the loose end, and we're going to go over here. We're going to come under the string that's there, and we're going to fold it over so it gets a kink in it. Now as we wind the string on, you'll see that that actually locks the string because it pinches it, and the harder the more tension gets on the string, the harder it causes the string to be locked in place so that it will stay in tune. So now all we have to do is make sure we're in the saddle here, then we tune up to pitch. Now there's some other things that you can do as far as the headstock goes. If you have an older style guitar with a really exaggerated head angle, by winding the strings upwards on the tuner, it kind of relaxes the tension in the nut a little bit, and makes it so the strings can equalize a little better, and that helps it stay in tune. If you have a newer style guitar with a flatter headstock, you might want to wind the turns downward so that the strings apply more tension in the nut and you get a more true, cleaner type of sound. Then we can take the side cutters and we just very carefully cut off the excess. We want to do it so there's not a lot sticking out so that we won't feel anything sharp if we actually brush against it, or if you put it in your gig bag or case, that it doesn't damage the lining. So then once we've done that, you can see how simple it is. We just proceed to do all the rest of them, and that's as simple as that.